Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. I'm back again. This is still Friday the afternoon. I'm dealing with some stuff, and I thought I'd just share it with you. I'm kind of condemned, kind of convicted when I speak of all these wonderful things that I speak about for we as people and brothers and sisters of America, and how I speak about how important it is that we do this as a melting pot here together. In fact, I'm saying that that is the only way it can be done. And I guess when I think about how maybe me being black, if I were only concerned about black people, how bigot I would appear. Or if someone was white and they only concerned about white people, how bigot they'd be. And then at the same time as I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking that if I'm only concerned about the American people, how bigot I would be. And so the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, it is not true that I'm concerned about Americans only. No, I've never given that indication. I have said that I would begin here with America, believing that if America is dealt with as I'm prescribing, and it comes out representing the beauty I'm suggesting, then it would go far in my presentation to the other powers that be, rather than, trying to tackle that right now. And I understand that, and to that degree, I will recognize the fact that I can't. But I would say to the people that's suffering all over the globe, I would say to the people of those nations that marched with the murder of George Floyd and the presentation of God's glory, I would like to say to every last one of you, thank you. Thank you so very much for caring. And I'd like to apologize because I recognize that you can identify with our problems, because many of these are your same problems. And I recognize that. And it is the mission of the love of God to eradicate those problems. Now, many of you, I don't know, in other parts of the world, your religious philosophies and those different kinds of things, your holy books. But here in America, they kind of go to a book called the Bible. And in that book, they talk about a God, an invisible power. They try to put some clothes on him, though, and make him a man. But God is invisible. And sometimes we always refer to it, God as he, because it's the same thing. But God is invisible. We have no idea of what God looks like or anything. But they did say God had a son. They called him Jesus. Now, you know the story of Jesus. I'm not going to go back through the story. But what I would like to say that Jesus had a reputation of doing some miraculous things, like healing people, opening the eyes of the blind, making the lame walk, the dumb talk, the deaf to hear. And he's doing some great things. Now, they said he was the Son of God. And the fact that he had all these miraculous powers was an indication to all human beings who couldn't do any of those things that perhaps you better watch out, because the Son of God is in your midst. But what is the message of the Son of God? Well, he is healing. So healing is in the message. The pain and suffering, the eradication thereof, is in the message. The clearing up the message about God from those who know nothing about God is in the message. So, make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, is this. If they're all the people that I heard about, I emulate a lot of them. Dr. King, Malcolm X, Gandhi, and there might be some others, but I ain't going out there. But the number one is Jesus. Now, I don't care. That's my hero. Now, some people will say Jesus never existed. I don't care. That story, the whole story of Jesus, it seems as though it was written for me. The story of Jesus seems like it was written for me, because this is the kind of guy I am. Every human being on the face of the earth, if I am made president of the United States of America, I promise to all humanity, if I'm made president of the United States of America, and I know I can't do that without the people making a decision that this wonderful thing that I'm sharing with all of us is something that they want to be a part of, and they actually empower it. Without that, I don't care how beautiful it is, it's going nowhere here or there. So I'm presenting myself as I am, and I'm giving people a chance to present themselves as they are. I'm giving them a chance. But if I am made president of the United States of America, my ambition is to see that every human being on this earth have their needs, their wants, and their desires met. Every human being on the face of the earth. I don't care what color, what gender, what your sexual persuasion is. I don't care what it is. But I will make sure that I give it my whole best that those things happen for you. And now, that would include a bunch of stuff, but specifically, and not limited to, those things that are essential for your survival. You need food. Yes, everybody needs it. You need clothes. I say you need clothes because you're ashamed. You're bashful. You just don't want to walk around in public naked. Now, that's just human. On the other hand, you need shelter. Everybody on earth needs shelter. Everybody on earth must have shelter. It has been provided that you have shelter. I don't care where you are. Education. What is education about? You can learn knowledge that others have already learned. Rather than you having to go through that crap, you can take it from what they're telling you. Some of the stuff you can advance because you know times keep changing now. You don't have to be solid, stuck in that. But that education brings out the best that you can be. And we all profit from it. And it gives you more joy. And the fulfillment of your dreams. Hey, that's paradise on earth. The fulfillment of your dreams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. All over the world, listen to me. Listen to me. Now, in that you would have, because you got to ask the question, how is this going to happen? Food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care. Listen, I guess if I ask you to take 10 minutes and think about it, how could that be made possible? I mean, just concentrate on nothing else but for 10 minutes, how that could be made possible. And I guarantee most of you would come with the same conclusion, the answer. Because the answer would fall something like this, maybe not exactly this, but something like this. It would mean that everybody who benefits from those things that I just mentioned, everybody that benefits from it, play a role in the process of creating it, making it available. Now, I also like to enter into that every human being on earth comes on this earth with a special gift, something inside that they come here to do, something that they come here to contribute doing. It's their gift. It might be sports, it might be education, it might be medicine, it might be architect, it might be singing, it might be ditch digging. But you come here with it and that's all you want to do. And so by coming here, my friends, everyone who benefits from participates in the creative process. So what you do, you're going out into the world and you're bringing back from the world all of those things that you want, that you need, that you desire. What? You're making them from the resources that God has given you and using your brains and your gifts and your talents to meet anybody who wants it can have it. Why? Because it's your gift to them. It's your God-given gift to them. That's what we are. God-given gifts to one another. Let me say that one more time because I know you never heard that before. We as human beings are God-given gifts to one another. You know, like we got our pet. Some of people love that little pet, you know. That pet does so many things for them. Okay? Well, here we are. God-given gifts to one another. I mean, we're not even a pet. We just your brother, your sister, your cousin, your elder. That's all we are. Gifts to one another. God-given gifts to one another. Not to judge you, but to provide for you love. To provide for you love, to make sure that you have peace in your life, to make sure that you have prosperity in your life, to make sure that you have it, my friends, freedom to be who you are, and that you receive the joy of your life, and that your dreams come true. And you know what? You won't have to lie or be lied to. You don't have to steal or have or be stolen from. You don't have to cheat or be in the process engaged in any way. You don't have to be in any end of hating or racism or bigotry or malice or any of those things. You're free from that. You're free from that. You're free from that. You're free from that. Now, with that kind of freedom, it allows, my friends, for in the medical profession to create, however soon, cures for cancer. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice if we had a cure for cancer right now for everybody that's sick with cancer? Whether it's whatever cancer it is, prostate, colon, heart, any kind of cancer that's taking somebody away from us. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a cure for that pandemic that's out here? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a cure for cancer, MS? Wouldn't it be cute if we had a cure for aging? Now all of that is in the realm of our possibilities. We can't be stuck on what we've been stuck on no longer. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly asking the American people to write my name in as the next president of the United States of America, which is a statement, a mandate, which is an indication, a statement to this nation, to all powers that be, that the way the system has been, you are grateful for it. You're not trying to condemn it. Thank you. But now it's a new day, a day that allows you to play a part in something that you want to play a part in it because you have something to do with the outcome. And it's going to affect not only Americans, but the people in Venezuela, life coming back to you, the people in further South America, even other areas in Central America. The people, my friends, over in Russia being liberated and don't even have to worry about Putin, because Putin getting liberated from his role of being a dictator, being a bully. He don't have to be that anymore. We going over to North Korea, same thing. We can eliminate that bully over there, show him some love, free the people so that all people can be themselves, even in America, where you got the various different shades of people in this melting pot. Now, because of the way we love each other, it is possible that people who just want to share their own shade can live in situations where that will be respected and acknowledged. And there'll be other spaces where people who want to intermingle and be racially adjusted to each other like they are today, all of that stuff works. And we grow and create. And what we create in our country, what you create in your country, what you created there, all of this beautiful stuff, your culture that represents you, now it's available to the world. We can see it like we never seen it before. And we start talking about Olympics, I mean, you ain't seen nothing like Olympics. It's not about who's on top of everything. It's about having fun. Who can have more fun? Who can have more fun? Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, If I wasn't on this side of the thing, in fact, I tell you what I'm going to do. On the day of the polls, the day of the election, I'm going to go to the polls, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to vote. I'm going to go up there and write in Eddie Marcus as the next president of the United States of America. And I hope you do the same thing. God bless you all. God bless the whole world. But I know what God will do if you want it. If you don't, God won't. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus. Say goodbye.